Brother, hindi daw masama yung nagsasama dalawang babae. Tumboy yung isa. Nagpakasal sila sa US pero hindi naman daw sila nagsisex. Hindi daw masama yun. Bro Angel.
Magandang araw po mga kapuntos, at sa araw na ito po meron po akong tampok na video para sa inyo at sana ay magustuhan ninyo. Kaya sa mga bago pa po sa aming channel, please po don't forget to hit the subscribe button at ang notification bell para maging notified kayo sa bawat video na ilalabas ko sa channel na ito. At bilang kahilingan po ng punto por punto team at naway maintindihan po ninyo, sana po wag nyo pong i-skip yung mga ads sa aming mga video. Sa maliit na bagay na po na yan, malaking tulong po yan sa ating programa at sa ating ministry. Sana po maunawaan po ninyo. Maraming salamat po, kaya wag na po natin patagalin. Simulan na po natin.
Brother, hindi daw masama yung nagsasama dalawang babae. Tumboy yung isa. Nagpakasal sila sa US pero hindi naman daw sila nagsisex. Hindi daw masama yun. Bro Angel.
So bakit kayo nagpakasal? Para magkwentuhan, di ba? Parang imposible yata 'yun. Meron bang maniniwala doon na nagpakasal sila, magkasama, tapos hindi daw nagtatalik? Parang, di ba? Well,
Tapos yung Brother Angel, yung pamumuhay nila under sa kamay ng demonyo. Tapos maniniwala kayang hindi sila ititempt magawa ng, di ba?
At pwede mo ba sabihin hindi sila nagtatalik, kapatid, kung sino man? Although nabasa ko na yan dati, ang iniisip ko sa tanong na yan, para kundi ayaw rin magkasala sa sex, so ba't kayo nagpakasal? Right? So, minsan, mga tao, di ba, kasalanan ba yun? Doon pa lang sa pagpapakasal, malaking kasalanan na yun. From the book of Genesis hanggang doon sa New Testament, natin pa Yesu Cristo, ang lalaki lang, lalaki at babae. Wala pong lalaki sa lalaki, babae sa babae, no? Walang junior to junior, no? wala talaga sa ganoon. So anong natin? Ayan nandiyan na si Father Darwin. So lalaki at babae lang nagkakasala.
Sabi nila siguro natin, Brother Angel, ang pangangaral ni St. Paul sa Romans 1:25 na tinumpisahan. Ito ang sabi kasi dito sa sulat ni St. Paul, tinalikuran nila ang katotohanan tungkol sa Diyos at pinalitan ng kasinungalingan. Sinamba nila at pinaglingkuran ang mga nilikha sa halip na ang mga lumikha na siyang dapat papurihan magpakailanman. Dahil dito'y hinahayaan sila ng Diyos sa mahahalay na pagnanasa. Ayaw nang makipagtalik ng babae sa lalaki ayon sa likas na kaparaanan, at sa halip ay sa kapwa babae sila nakipag-ugnayan. Ganoon din ang mga lalaki, ayaw na nilang makipagtalik sa mga babae ayon sa likas na kaparaanan, at sa kanilang kapwa lalaki sila nahuhumaling. Ginagawa nila ang mga kasuklam-suklam na bagay. Kasuklam-suklam na bagay pala yan. Kaya't sila'y para-parusahan ng nararapat sa kanilang masasamang gawa. Brother Angel.
Okay, nandiyan si Father Darwin.
So, nandiyan si Father Darwin, but last na lang na sa lahat na nakikinig, meron din nagtanong sa atin noon, paano yung mga live-in pero hindi na lang nagtatalik dahil dahil live-in lang sila ganito. So even diyan, nagtanong kasi ba nagpakasal pero hindi nagtatalik. Anong pwede mo maging kasalanan pa rin diyan? Ang tawag diyan synopsis scandal. 2284 nga ng Catechism last na to, brother. Para sa lahat ng nakikinig na hindi mo pwedeng pa rin bigyan ng ng rason para maging tama dahil itong synopsis scandal, makikita ng mga tao yan whether you're having sex or not. Ito magiging problema diyan. Kasalanan yan. Sanhi ng pagkakasala sa CCC synopsis scandal natin, bro, 2284, bro. Ito yung kasi mangyayari dyan. Kahit hindi kayo nagtatalik, makikita ng mga kamag-anak niyo yan, kapitbahay, magkasama pa rin kayo. Bro, Jun, last na yan.
2284?
Yes po, bro.
Okay, so ito po ating mababasa sa katuruan po ng simbahan. Sabi dito, scandal is an attitude or behavior which leads another to do evil. The person who gives scandal becomes his neighbor's
Neighbor.
tempter.
Mm.
He damages virtue and integrity. He may even draw his brother into spiritual death. Grabe. Scandal is a grave offense. If by deed or omission another is deliberately led into a grave offense.
So, nangyayari diyan, nagiging dahilan pa rin. Malay ba ng mga tao? Alam mo, totoo, sabi ko nga lagi, nagkukwento ko sa Caloocan, kung saan ako nakatira, yung pong ano ng, ng hipag ko, yung panganay nilang lalaki, so like a live-in, ang mga anak nila doon, lahat sila magkakapatid, puro live-in na lang. That's the effect. Sin of scandal. Kasi okay naman, yung panganay namin live-in eh. Kahit hindi ka mag-sex, pero yung nakikita ng neighbor, mali pa rin eh. So ang gagawin ng kaya nga it would lead others, tempter. So na-attempt yung mga tao na gawin din nila yan. Whether you have making love or making having sex or not, you're still sinning and sin of scandal. Maging sanhi tayo ng pagkakasala. Naku, biblically na ayaw ni Lord yan, yung nagiging sanhi ng pagkakasala. So yung po kapatid, no, na nandun pa rin yung kasalanan nun, na kahit hindi sila nagtatalik, nagpakasal sila, that's against the law of the church, and at the same time, you're sinning yung tinatawag na sin of scandal, o nagiging sanhi sila ng pagkakasala sa iba, dahil nakikita nila magkasama sila sa isang bubong, whether they're having sex or not, malaking kasalanan pa rin. Yun lang po, Bro Junry, and welcome po, Father Darwin.
Okay, so atin buksan ngayon sa unang magtatanong, si Sammy Kujo.
Did I go? Why would I have to do this?
You're pretty, ah?
Oh no, I'm not.
You are. Yes, you are.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm kind of a bit disappointed right now because of like ano ba yun, your take on the take on the like the same sex marriage. Although I kind of understand, but I don't know. I don't know. I have no words to say anyways. Pero I don't know what are your takes on this one. Pero I understand that you're kind of a bit of aggressive towards us. I'm actually part of the community.
Nagiging emotional siya. He's also part daw of the community. Parang LGBTQ, parang ganun. So he's like affected siya masyado, kaya parang na ano siya. It's okay, sis. So go ahead.
Anong tanong? Anong tanong doon, bro?
What's your question? Para na ano siya, sa nangyayari daw. Is part
Na-off
yata
yung kanyang na-off ang kanyang mic with
Oh yeah, okay. I have a question. So okay, forget about that. Forget about that shit earlier. Okay. Okay, I was kind of wondering because there are actually missionaries like Baptist missionaries being here around. I can sense it in every Wednesday, and I have my little cousins joining them, and I have my other families like sensing there's something wrong. Is it like permissible for the kids, like even they're Catholic, to listen to those like sermons even though they're actually outsiders from Catholic Church?
Sermon.
Yeah,
So,
there are
you
yeah there are
join to Protestant service?
yeah, I think there are missionaries going on there. Like sometimes they're kind of a bit of annoying, but they do often like they preach like Bibles and stuff. Like yeah, they just my family just brush it off as long they just teach about Jesus, and I feel that something's wrong. Like what are your
So the
what can your
question
advice
is,
on it? Uh, about the one about the like is it permissible for the parents to let the kids listen to the Baptist missionaries or Protestants or Mormons, like to listen to their sermons, like they do preaching, but their target is usually children.
Oh, it is not good. It is not
Mm.
good to listen to them, you know. So beware in listening to them because there are inconsistency to the teachings of the church. So beware in listening to them. If you listen to them, provided that you are uh, you have a well foundation to the Catholic Church. If not, it is better to never listen to them.
Hmm.
So, so
Second
how
question.
about like how about
Before the second question siguro, Father Alberjando, ito yung sinasabi ni Father no sa second John 1:10. Sister, this is what Saint Apostle John teaches. So then, if some come to you who do not bring this teaching, do not welcome them in your homes. Do not even say, peace be with you. For anyone who wishes them peace becomes their partner in the evil things they do. So what they do is an evil things, sister. At sabi ni Saint John, di daw dapat silang pakisamahan, sister.
Okay,
that's
second
the
second question.
I made a mistake because I remember when I was a kid, we let the Jehovah Witness in. Okay. Anyway, so the second question is, I don't know, like I'm actually not that much. But why there are not women can go like maging priesthood even though meron mga female preachers naging mentioned sa Bible. Actually, Mary Magdalene, I'm not that sure, pero nasa Gnostic teaching she was, pero I was questioning na bakit bawal yan.
Hmm.
Although, al- although I understand na stricto ang Roman Catholic in nature, pero sometimes I kind of dream to become a priestess. So,
Brother?
Because among the 12 apostles, all of them are men. No? And the one who represent him is also men. So very patriarchal tradition during the time of the Jews. So ang simbahan tinatawag na mother, no? So ang magrepresent din sa Diyos na tinatawag na father, no? So it is the tradition of the church from the beginning. We cannot change it.
so, I think actually I appreciated na hindi mo na, ano ba yun, yung First Timothy chapter 2 verse 12, like, kasi na advantage yan sa mga misogynists, it's just like they want women to keep quiet daw. Like this is
Mm.
mm. Okay, so another thing is okay, my third and final question. I wish I broke that one. I'm no longer having the preparation. Anyway, so okay, so I think from the I was questioning, for instance, so why I was questioning why the motivation of Martin Luther, why he why he reformed the Christianity. From what I've heard is like ano ba yun, na indulgence naging negosyo, pero historically, pero I'm not sure kung totoo ba yung indulgence naging negosyo sa panahon ni Martin Luther. But my friend actually tried to answer it kasi na merong inquisition nangyari. So I don't know ano talaga nangyari. So, I was taught na ang Protestant was emerged bakit dahil sa corruption sa Catholic Church. Pero ang motivation sa kay Martin Luther is I still questioning paano, pero I get what he's going through. He's getting na kurakot, pero is it though, like, kasi yung Protestants, they are much worse though. Even my big cousin called him
So,
a hypocrite.
kapatid, uh, direct to the point na lang para mabigyan natin ng pagkakataon ng iba. So, totoo na may abuses during the time. Selling indulgence. Si John Tatchell ba yun? No?
Mm-hmm.
So, meron talagang abuses. No? Pero, yung abuses niya, hindi yun teaching naman ng simbahan. Personal po na abuse na isang pare.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Parang si Father John Teacher, and then nilahat na ni Martin Luther. No? Hindi naman yun official teaching ng simbahan. So kung
okay.
may nag-abuse na pare, it doesn't mean that it is the teaching of the church.
Yeah.
What happened to Judas Iscariot. He betrayed Jesus. It doesn't mean that the betrayal is the teaching of Jesus. No, so it is an abuse. So we could not deny there is abuse. Some members of the church during that time, and some of them are leaders. Some of them are priests. So that's the reason why there is a Council of Trent to clarify the teachings of the church as an answer, counter to Reformation, the Council of Trent, para maging malinaw ano talaga yung aral ng simbahan. At nakita natin, hindi naman yun teaching ng simbahan yung ginagawa ni John teaching. Pero yung indulgence, it is officially taught by the church
Mhm.
from the time immemorial, kapatid.
Oo.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
that's it kasi I kinda learn a lot kasi I wanna take a look sa yung perspective sa Catholic when it comes to history kasi I was so confused kasi the history is so confusing and I just learned it through memes. Pero I wanna visit you again every Sunday for me to learn something because I can't trust yung mga historians when it comes to anti-Catholicism sentiment anymore.
Okay,
Kaya I have
this is God bless.